We're breaking down every single Bray Wyatt promo starting in FCW, so open your books to Chapter 3 as we follow the words of the Red. Chapter 3, Angel in the Dirt.
5,000 years from now, people will still be talking about the things that Bray Wyatt did. 5,000 years from now, children will still be learning about me in school. 5,000 years from now, everything will be the same. They'll be arguing about me, man. They'll be arguing about, did Bray Wyatt ever truly exist at all? Am I just a fairy tale? But I assure you, man, I am very, very real. But you people, man, you still want to be afraid of me. And you should be, man. We all need something to be afraid of after all, right? Well, mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother. Well, class, may I ask you a question or two, please, class? Is there anyone out there? Is there anyone out there in this rotten world that will get their hands dirty for you the way that I will? Nah, man, there ain't. Is there anyone out there in this world that will love you and accept you for who you are, no matter where you've been or what you've done, the way that I will? Nah. Still, you want to be afraid of me, but you shouldn't, because I am an angel in the dirt. And if you want to find hell with me, well, then I will show you, man. I'll show you what hell is like.
All right, Super, we're on episode 3 of this series. We got a little predictions in this one. He's kind of predicting his future a little bit by telling everybody or asking everybody in 5,000 years will people still be talking about me? Things I did, things I made. Was I real? Was it all a fairy tale? It's very telling considering what he was going to unravel the next few years. All of his stuff basically being a fairy tale. Interested to hear your thoughts on this promo.
Well, there wasn't a lot to really connect in this promo. It was just a lot of very matter-of-fact statements. Like you said, kind of predicting the future of people talking about him for years to come, which is extremely true. And we're seeing that now. I like what he touches on where he says they'll be arguing about, did Bray Wyatt ever truly exist at all? Am I just a fairy tale? And I think that kind of speaks to, his kind of what we see. I clarify all the time when I'm talking about anything Bray Wyatt, that it's, when I'm talking about the guy behind Bray Wyatt, I talk about, I'll say Wyndham. And when I talk about the character, I say Bray Wyatt. So maybe it's kind of like a meta kind of a touch on that. Like, hey, did Bray Wyatt, was this Bray Wyatt speaking or was this, Wyndham speaking? Mm-hmm. So I think that's kind of an interesting thing that he threw in there, seemingly for almost no reason, which is why I'm inclined to believe that it's kind of a meta, phrase, more than just a throwaway. But I like that part. Touches a little bit deeper on kind of the subject than most promos would go. And then, of course, he goes on to sing a bar or two of "Mother" by Danzig, and that song has a lot of dark lyrics about about culty shit.
Yeah, it's interesting how much like music, because he used to sing like all the time, like he'd sing like you said, a bar or two of like pretty random songs. For the most part, like they all had meaning when you looked at their lyrics, but like he'd always he'd always sing like random songs, and even like when you go up to like White Rabbit and more modern day Nightbird, like even then it was like kind of random songs that they picked or would like play around with that had some cool meaning though.
Right.
Music's definitely influenced him in some capacity.
Yeah, I think it. Well, and I mean, we learned from the documentary that music was a huge part of his life, and you see that carry over a lot into his work. But the rest of the promo is very much like kind of like a, it's like almost a savior, that the old savior shtick that he always goes back to, which is, nobody's gonna do for you what I will. Take my hand. Why do you want to be afraid of me?
Take my hand.
And that's where the line.
Interesting.
That's where the line comes in. Still, you want to be afraid of me, but you shouldn't, because I'm an angel in the dirt. So he's saying, I'm here to save you, but you're afraid of me because I'm dirty. I'm not pure like a regular angel.
Yeah. Gas,
So,
dude. Gas.
Straight gas.
Take my hand though too. Hey, that's what they said in Nightbird. Remember that?
Yep.
Take my hand. Yeah. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of like continuation or quite the teases and stuff that we have with the first 2 episodes we did of this. But he's still preaching, bro. He's still preaching. And that's like the closest thing that it really is. It's like with this whole setup we got going, it's like the church of Wyatt, bro. He's always out there preaching something. And yeah, there might not have been any progression in the story or teases for the overall story or universe, but there was some stuff to this one. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. Check the playlist if you want to see the first 2 episodes. We got many more coming. We're breaking all of them down from FCW that we can find. All of them in NXT. We're going to try and go in order if we can. The documentation of the timeline's a little fuzzy. It's kind of hard to find them all. But we're going to try and go in exact order. That way we can find all the little Easter eggs and clues and all that. So make sure you guys turn on the notifications so you don't miss an episode. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah!
Yeah.